Welcome to The Explainer. Have you ever been around wine experts and heard them talk about notes of cherry or a long finish and wondered, what on earth are they talking about? Well, today we're going to uncork all those secrets. This is your simple guide to discovering the story that's hidden inside every single glass.
Okay, first things first. We need to get one thing straight. There's a huge difference between just drinking wine and actually tasting it. Drinking, well, that's just for casual enjoyment, right? But tasting, that's a whole different game. It's about slowing down, paying attention, and really analyzing what all of your senses are telling you.
So how do you taste wine like a pro? Is there some big secret? Not really. The whole process can be broken down into 5 super simple, methodical steps. Each one is designed to engage your senses and, believe it or not, reveal the wine's unique character.
And the easiest way to remember this whole thing is with what we call the 5 S's. It's see, swirl, sniff, sip, and savor. Seriously, this is the exact framework that everyone from a total beginner to a master sommelier uses. So let's take a closer look at what each one actually means.
First up is see, and I don't mean just glance at it, I mean really look at it. The best way to do this is to tilt your glass against a white background. A napkin or a piece of paper works great. The color can tell you so much. For instance, older red wines, they tend to fade from that bright purple to a kind of brick red. And older white wines, they actually get deeper and more golden over time.
Next up, we swirl. Giving the glass a gentle swirl isn't just to look cool, I promise. It has a really important purpose. It aerates the wine. It lets oxygen get in there, and that helps release all of its complex aromas. This is literally what people mean when they say a wine needs to open up.
And that swirl leads us perfectly into step 3, sniff. Right after you've swirled and unlocked all those aromas, bring the glass right up to your nose and take a good deep sniff. This is your first real introduction to the wine's personality, what we call its bouquet.
And now for the moment you've been waiting for. Sip. Go ahead and take a small sip, but don't just swallow it right away. Let it coat your entire mouth. What are you noticing? Think about the first flavors you get. The texture. Does it feel light or heavy? Is it more sweet or acidic? This is you assessing its structure and balance.
And finally, we savor. After you swallow, what's left behind? That lingering impression is what we call the finish. Does the flavor just vanish instantly, or does it stick around for a while? A long, pleasant finish is almost always the sign of a really high-quality wine. Okay, so we've covered the 5 basic steps, but now I want to really zoom in on what is arguably the most important and most often overlooked part of the whole experience. We're talking about aroma. We mentioned swirling a minute ago, but a lot of beginners just skip right past that and the sniffing part. So I want to ask again, why is this one simple little action so unbelievably crucial to actually tasting a wine? Well, here's the mind-blowing reason. A staggering 80% of what we think of as taste actually comes from our sense of smell. It's wild. Your tongue, it's pretty basic. It only detects things like sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. But it's your nose that picks up on all those complex flavors like cherry or vanilla or earthy notes. If you skip the swirl and the sniff, you are literally missing out on most of the experience.
Now, I know trying to identify these smells can feel super intimidating at first, but it doesn't have to be. A great way to start is just by thinking in big, broad categories. Does it smell fruity, like berries or citrus? Maybe it's floral, like roses or violets. Or what about spicy, like pepper or clove? Or even earthy, like the smell of wet leaves after it rains. Starting there helps you build up your vocabulary.
So, you've got the 5 S's down. You understand why smelling is so important. Now for the really fun part, putting all these new skills into practice at your next dinner party or get-together with friends.
When it comes to pairing wine with food, here's a fantastic rule of thumb to remember. Match the weight of the wine to the weight of the food. So a light-bodied wine like a Sauvignon Blanc is just perfect for lighter dishes like salads or fish. But if you've got a big, hearty steak, you're going to want a full-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon to stand up to all those rich flavors. Makes sense, right? And hey, why not share all this new knowledge? Hosting your own tasting event is way easier than you think. All you have to do is pick a theme, maybe wines from one country, or maybe the same grape from different parts of the world. Just get some proper glasses, plenty of water, some plain crackers to cleanse the palate, and most importantly, keep it relaxed and fun. It's all about sharing the experience. Okay, so you've got the techniques now, from swirling and sniffing to pairing with food. But there is one final, absolutely crucial point to remember that brings this all together and makes sure you actually enjoy this whole journey.
At the end of the day, remember that all these techniques are just tools. They are not strict rules. They're designed to help you deepen your understanding and appreciation. But you can't let the analysis get in the way of your enjoyment. The ultimate goal is always to just savor the experience and love the wine that's in your class.
So, by following these simple steps, you're now equipped to go way beyond just drinking. You can actually listen to what the wine is trying to tell you about where it came from, how it was made, the journey it took to get to you. The only real question left is, what story is your next glass going to tell you?